Welcome to Real Estate Live. I'm Kathy Mae Martin, and I'll be your host today. This is the program where you can call in on your real estate questions and get real answers in real time. Stay tuned. Our hot topic today is vacation rentals. If you have a question, email us at the number and the email address below, or call us with any of your questions. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm excited to have as my co-host today, Miss April Shepard. And one thing I can tell you about in this real estate business is there's no straight line from the contract to close, is there, April?
No, it is a squiggly line.
Yes, it's a maze. And this lady right here is the best at getting the straight line to the end of the maze. She's a great problem solver. She's a great negotiator. And with her knowledge and experience, she's the agent you want on your side at the closing table. And I'm glad you're on our team, April.
Oh, me too. And I've been on it for a little while, and I learn something new every day.
Yes, we do. That's the great part about this business. How long have you been in the business, April?
I've been in the business for 13 years.
And she's got a lot of knowledge and experience. And the one thing I can tell you about April that I've noticed personally is her customers keep coming back.
Yes.
Yes. What's the secret to that, April?
You know, every 3 to 5 years, I think people end up buying a new home. And I think a lot of times they will say something like, "This is the last home that I will ever buy."
Yeah.
And we know in 3 to 5 years they'll be back. So I really appreciate, I have a lot of good customers and they refer their friends and family.
Well, you do a great job, and that's a testament to you that you keep having people return to use your services again. I think you've got a really hot piece of property you want to share with us today. Yeah, tell us all about it.
It's in the Green Ridge Trails community, which is located, it's at Harriman address, but it's actually in Morgan County. Beautiful gated mountain community. The views are unbelievable. Almost every lot in that community has a fantastic view. So this would be a perfect home for maybe a vacation. And that's actually what it currently was used for. People lived out of state and they're just entering a different phase in their lives, and they're selling their dream cottage. So it could be yours. It's only had one owner, custom built. Address is 795 Green Ridge Trails, and it is priced affordably at $425,000. So $425,000, 1,400 square feet. It is 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath. Awesome outdoor living area, and I think we have a little virtual tour here that I can kind of walk you through a little bit. It's just like a showing. So we're in the kitchen, and this is actually when you first enter the home. You're in the kitchen, granite countertops, upgraded appliances. It just has a nice spacious feel. I've actually had a very nice, I had a Friendsgiving dinner there one time, it was the day before Thanksgiving. And it was a lot of fun, and we fit quite a few people into this cottage, and it was a really, really great time. But as you can see here, there's just a little bath right there, the little area off the kitchen. And if we walk down the hallway, that's actually a pantry that's coming up that you can see. But if we walk down the hallway here behind the table, you can see the back side of the kitchen. And as it turns around, we will be entering a little living room gathering area. There we go. So we have the blinds open for the photo, but they have some really cool blinds that can close that completely out, or you can open it up, and I think it can take you out onto the porch if you click on the little arrow going on the porch. But pretty fall colors. We just listed this property, and the trees we're putting on a show for the photographer. So you have a nice area out here. What you can't see is there are some beautiful natural rock formations, and I just love this neighborhood. It's just always so quiet, and you just sit out there and have a cup of coffee and not have a care in the world. So they have a little pull-out sofa in there. This one actually can come fully furnished. So if you, in here, you are in the master bedroom, and there's also a door that will take you out onto that porch. So if we go over into the bathroom, oh, there we are back on the porch. So we'll go back in and we'll go back into the master bath. There we go. So they have a very nice jetted tub, and when it scrolls around, you also have a nice walk-in shower. So although you only have 1,400 square feet in this home, there are a lot of high-end features packed into it. So they have the subway tile, they have the nice shower heads, of course the kitchen, you have granite countertops, you have hardwood flooring throughout. So you have a luxury cottage basically. There's also in the living room, there was a stone wood burning fireplace and a little stack washer and dryer. So there's not a whole lot of reason to leave this one once you get there. But if you do choose to leave, you can get down to the town of Harriman in probably about 7 or 8 minutes. Lots to do there. Grocery stores, some nice restaurants, some nice places. Just gather with friends, like have a craft beer, things like that. But there's an upstairs in this home also that has a very nice guest loft. And there was a second bedroom. There we go, there's the guest loft. And there's a little half bath up there. And of course a big screen TV on the wall. But any of those items can stay with the home. It'd be great for an Airbnb. And it would be great for a vacation home or just for someone who's downsizing. Everything you need is on the main level.
Wow, it looks like a great house, April, and you did mention vacation rental,
Yes.
which is going to be our hot
Absolutely.
topic today.
Absolutely.
And you said it could come furnished?
Yes, it can
Yeah.
come furnished. Yeah,
That's-
everything that you see in there, with the exception of a few personal items and a little bit of the artwork on the walls, it can come right with the home.
Yeah. Now, I remember touring in this subdivision and selling some homes in that
Yes.
subdivision. It's a gated subdivision,
is.
right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And
And
some.
there's a nature preserve that surrounds the subdivision, so it's very private and it's very quiet. It's a close-knit community up there. I think everyone, they kind of wave to each other when they're walking their dogs and when they're just out and about. So everyone kind of knows their neighbor in that community, which is really nice.
That is nice. So you do get the feel of nature up in there. That's a great subdivision.
for
And
sure.
I know you've sold a lot of houses in there.
I
You're
have.
kind of the expert.
Yes, I'm the expert, and between myself and Coldwell Banker Agents, I think we pretty much have the market cornered in that subdivision.
Absolutely. Well, remember to call April if you want to see this house or for any of your real estate needs. Her knowledge and experience will get you to the closing table. Don't forget to look at the bottom of the screen. You'll see April's contact information there. And so give her a call for all your real estate needs. All right. Okay, well, we're going to dive right into our main topic today. I'm super excited to have Christina Branham. Christina's been with us a long time. How long you been?
2005 is when or 2009 is when 8 is when I started, and then I took a little break, came back in 2015, so I've
Yeah.
been back since then.
And she came back with a force. She has not stopped. She wears a lot of hats. She's our marketing director. She does event planning here at the office, but she's really diving into vacation rentals. And if you have ever thought about investing in a vacation rental, you're going to want somebody with the knowledge and the kind of experience that Christina has. She understands the marketing, the numbers, and she understands guest experience, how important that is, and what it takes to turn your real estate investment into an ideal rental. So let's talk about that just a little bit, Christina. When they're looking for a short-term rental, what's some of the things, I know they probably need to check covenants if someone's thinking about.
Yeah. So our biggest thing is covenants in the area. Make sure that we have that they are allowed in the area. Make sure that they don't have any restrictions against it, and it's we can do it for that property. The other things that we look for is how many it can sleep. Sleeping quarters are the biggest thing. Lakefront properties are our best properties. A lot of people really enjoy the lakefront properties. They like coming in the summertime and using the dock and vacationing here. We've had several that are vacation homes that have really turned into great short-term rentals.
Yeah. So with that being said, the people that are coming to Watts Bar, and I know we don't have all lake homes, we have a lot of different properties to choose from, but are they coming here to visit family? Are they just wanting to visit Watts Bar Lake? Are they in transition from one area to the next? Where are most of them coming
So
from?
we've been surprised. A lot of them are vacations. They're, a lot of them are moving from other locations and exploring Watts Bar Lake. This is a great lake, a great vacation place to come to. We have beautiful lakes, beautiful mountains. So we have a little mix of everything, and people are just coming from all over. We're getting, Michigan is a big place that we get people from, Wisconsin, New York, California. We have a lot of people that have come, just to visit, just to come stay. But we do have a good majority of people that come and visit family that are here. We have a larger property that sleeps up to 22 people.
Wow.
Yeah, so that one, people love that one for reunions. That is great for a family reunion, to everybody to gather. A lot of times on that property, people are gathering from several different states. So they're coming, we're kind of a central location for them. So that's what they're using it for. Yeah.
I'm so excited. This is kind of new to our area, to where we actually have a point of reference that you can come and look for a vacation rental. I know a lot of people that I've had that are just coming in to tour home, or to stay here for a week to kind of tour the area, looking at maybe buying a residence here, or also staying in.
Yes, so we have some smaller ones that are a little more efficient, some 2-bedroom, 1-bath that are great for week-long vacations. They're here if somebody is coming in for the weekend and just wants to stay for the weekend and look for a house, or is in transition between purchasing a home and leaving a home. This is, we've got some great opportunities. We have some beautiful properties, and we have some of, properties that are just great for, everyday use. We also do, if you're coming in for a week for work, or 2 weeks, you're here for a job interview, or a transition in your job. You're coming in and it's a new job for you. This is a great, we have some properties that you can stay at while you're looking for something, while you're moving your transition, moving your family here. There's just a lot of opportunities and a lot of different options.
Yes, yes. I know one thing that I have realized is that this aspect of our real estate business has been great for tourism. It brings money to the area. There's dining in our restaurants, which we feature in the homes. They're stopping to get gas. They're shopping with us. So I think that's just wonderful, and it brings a lot of tourism to our area.
Yeah, we make sure that when they book with us, the guest experience is the most important thing. We want guests to be happy, and so a lot of times, or what we send out is a website page for them, so they can tap into everything around here. They can hit all the restaurants. They can see all of the tourist attractions. If they want to come and they want to go on the lake and just do some boating, they have that. We have options for boat rentals now. We have, several different places that they can come in, and a lot of times they'll rent the boat prior to coming in, get the boat, bring it straight into the to the rental, and it's there in the dock. So we are showcasing not just the property itself, but Roane County as well.
Yeah, and when you're talking about the lake, I'm sitting here thinking, wow, I bet we get some calls for Windrock. because that brings so many people to this area.
It does.
Yeah.
We do get a lot of people that are really, do a lot of trail riding in Windrock. We've got some properties that are closer to Windrock to where they can stay there and visit. Yeah, so that's a big tourist attraction in this area.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
And you mentioned all these other states that people are coming from, but I bet you we got some from Chattanooga and
Oh, yeah.
Knoxville. So.
Oh, absolutely. We get them from
Some
Chattanooga.
local?
We've had local people stay. We have. They come in, their families coming in, and so this is perfect for them to come and stay with their family and enjoy a vacation here on our lake, the lake, and show their family the properties in the area here. Yeah.
So
This cabin, have you seen this one?
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is a beautiful cabin that we have in Kingston. It's called Cherry Blossom. It sits on 5 acres. It is completely by itself. Has an archery place that you can do archery. It has beautiful views of the lake. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home with a hot tub. All the amenities that you can think of. It is just a beautiful home, and this is one of our newest ones. We just opened this one. Now this one we've had for a while. This is our lakefront haven. This is out in 10 Mile. This is one of those properties that we talked about, that sleeps 14 to 16 people. This is a great vacation home for families to come to, just retreating out to Watts Bar. This one is kind of remote, so you get some privacy. You can kind of see over to the side there. There's a little swimming area. It sits in a cove, so it's got a beautiful swimming area, hot tub, games, arcade games, anything you can imagine is in this property. It's absolutely beautiful. And then this is another one we have. This is a new one too, Serenity Dock. This one is located on the main channel of Watts Bar Lake. This one is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home. Has tons, it is all one level. So if you're looking at someone coming in with, that needs to be all one level, this house is all one level. Now it is a little trip down to the dock because, as we know in this area, if you live on the main channel or have that main channel views in that water, you're going to have a little hike. But other than, it has beautiful views from the top up there. Yeah.
gorgeous.
And I'm sure everybody knows this one.
Yes,
This
yes.
is our Colonial 511, which is a beautiful home here in Kingston. Historical home for Kingston, just an iconic property. Not only on this one can you do a short-term rental, but this one has some other options. If you're doing a reception or a bridal shower, there's options on this one to where you can have your bridal shower there and all of you can stay for the night, which is a super fun little event thing. Great for, family gatherings. It has 3 bedrooms as well, sleeps about 10 to 12 people. So great opportunity. It can fit about 30 people, 35 people, I think, for an event there too. So great property here in Kingston. And this is our biggest one. I've talked about this one. This was our first property. This one is probably our biggest. This one will sleep up to 22 people. This is great for family reunions. It has we have a hot tub in this one. It's on the lake. It comes with kayaks. It comes with a paddleboard. You get kayaks for the kids. Everything is included in this one. And this is what everybody loves about this one, because not only are you included in the house, but you also get your life jackets with it. You get, it comes with everything. It is completely stocked. Every appliance you could think of. It has a professional grade kitchen in it, so you can do a professional dinner. It's just a great property for a large family and a large retreat.
Looks like fun. Makes me want to go on vacation, Christina. The great thing about it is we live in such a beautiful area. We don't have to travel far for a vacation, do we?
We don't.
Yeah.
We have a beautiful area.
Yeah. So one thing that I know, a few years ago, I was trying to just book a one night in one of the cabins up in Gatlinburg, and we can't. By law, we're not allowed to do one night. It has to be two nights, a 2-night minimum.
Yeah, we
Is
do
that
2-night minimums on everything. It's easier for us. We like to keep that 2-night minimum. Gives you an opportunity for, to get in there. We're not turning it around so quickly. So they are 2-night minimums on all the properties.
Okay, let's go back to a little bit. Let's say we're looking for an investment home. And I think a lot of people do this, and correct me if I'm wrong. They like to invest in the properties and let them help pay for themselves.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
So do we have some kind of program that, let's say we're out showing a piece of property and they're looking for an investment in a vacation rental, to where we can say this is the average, this is a high, medium income that this property could produce? How do we do that?
Yeah, so I've got a great program that pulls comps from the area that shows us all the properties in the area and what they rent for, and we take that average and it takes them all, puts them together, and gives us a high, a medium, and a low on our price point. And that gives us a good idea. That's based on the area, where it's located, how many beds are in there, how many bathrooms, how many it can sleep. So that's what we look for a lot of is, and once we get that information, we can get it out to you. So yeah, if you're looking for a piece of property, once we determine that the covenants will allow it, then the next step on that property is to determine what the income will be, and we are able to give you an average income of what it would be, a low end to a high end, with your expenses coming out, because there are expenses to the property. I mean, it's not just you just take the property and just make all the money. There are expenses, of course, but so we can kind of give that average out. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about, let's say they find the house and they're like, okay, yeah, we're ready to do this. We're ready to invest, take a step in life and invest in a vacation rental. At that point, they bought the house and they contact you. What's the steps from that?
So our next step is to discuss the property, make sure that they understand their income, and then we have an onboarding process that goes along with that. So the onboarding process is once they come to us, we start with an inventory. We take inventory of everything in the property. So we have our own cleaning teams, we have our own lawn care, we have our own pest control. So we take care of everything. So the onboarding is coming in, making sure that they have all the items that are needed. We have a list of items that we recommend that they have in the house, plates, cups. I mean, it's down to a bottle opener. I mean, it's everything, so we have a list, and then we inventory control all of that. Once we do that, then we get them in the process of working on getting everything loaded. We are on several different platforms: Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com. So it generates out to all of them. So we base that listing kind of based on each one of those platforms. Each one is a little bit different, so that each one has a little different thing that goes with it. So we try to make sure that it matches the Airbnb, VRBO. But once they come in, fill out all of that, get the inventory control, we get pictures done, put a lock on there, and then get it loaded and ready for guests to start coming in. Once that happens and it's up and running, we do the booking process from beginning to end. So we deal with the client calling in for questions. A lot of times they have questions, because they need to know how many bedrooms are there, how many people is it going to sleep, which bedroom is going to fit what. So we answer all those questions. We take care of all of that. We book them. We take care of all the taxes on your behalf. So we handle everything that comes with it, even a 2:00 in the morning call that happens, hey, my heating and air went out, it's freezing cold outside, we have no heat right now. We take care of that, because we don't want that experience to be a bad experience when you're only there for 5 days,
Exactly.
So we take care of all of that for you, so you don't have to do that. And in the end, each month, you collect your check each month, and we take care of everything else.
Yeah, you make it simple and easy.
I try.
Yeah, those 2:00 calls in the morning is why one of the main reasons is why you don't want to handle those yourself.
That is why you do not want to.
I imagine one of the main questions, and I always ask this when I'm booking a vacation rental, what's the internet? Is that one of the big questions you get?
Yes, yeah.
What's the speed?
What's the speed?
Time?
And we load all that into our platforms and let them know. But yes, internet is a big deal with us, because not only are people traveling from other places, but sometimes they have to work. They're here on vacation. They're working while they're here. So internet is a big thing. So knowing what internet's there, knowing the amenities that are there, are towels provided? Some places you go to may not have towels, may not have sheets. We provide all of that because we we want the guest to experience a great experience. Not only that, but we have some amenities. We have a chef that can come to the property if you want it. We have early check-in, early check-out, or late check-out. So we have some extra amenities things too. But we really want the guests to feel welcome, like they're home for the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you've got a great support team, I'm assuming, that with housekeepers and maintenance and plumbing. That's a big part of this.
It is a huge part, yes. And I have a great cleaning team. They go out right after the properties are vacant. They've got a good group with them. There's several of them. So as soon as the property is vacant, they are out at the property, inspecting the property, cleaning it. I have a spa team that comes out and does spa maintenance, so that once, when somebody stays, after they stay, we're cleaning that spa afterwards. We have the pest control again, and we have our maintenance team too. If something breaks, a lot of my owners are out of town owners. They don't live here. So if something breaks or something goes wrong, we've got to get that fixed, and we need to get it fixed fast usually. I will say one of our properties, we had the heating and air went out, and the septic system went out in between one stay, and by the time the next day came around, we had it all fixed. So I mean, it's a fast moving thing, but we've got a great team that supports us on that.
It's all about the support team and the lady that's in charge, and that's you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been an experience. We have we've really enjoyed it. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot in the county. There's a lot of changes coming with short-term rentals. We stay above that. We are in with the county so that we know when rules change. The rate just changed for occupancy tax for the county. It was at 5%. It's now at 4%. We knew that before anybody else did. So we were already notifying our owners and letting them know. So we're involved in the changes that are coming. I'm very involved with the tourism in the area so that I know the changes that are being made so that I can inform my owners so that they're aware ahead of time.
And the thing about that is every county is different. And different rules.
Yes, and we have properties and in this area we hit 3 different counties right here. We've got Roane County, Meigs County, and Morgan County, all in one little area. So, and each county is a little bit different and has a little bit of different rules. So, and those rules will change as time goes on and it becomes more popular in this area. So if you have a short-term rental now and it's something you're already doing, my answer is you always can do one. One is very, can be easy. It's going to be a little more difficult as time goes on because there's going to be permitting, there'll be licensing, taxes, things like that. So it will get more difficult, but when you want to really make some money to grow your income base, this is a great investment potential for a retirement, for, just extra income. But to do that, you're going to need more than one property, and that's where we come in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're already booking for next year. Is that right?
We are 2026, summer of 2026. I have 2 properties that are almost completely booked. So if you're looking for vacations or you're wanting people to come to this area, we are just now opening up. We opened up 2 new properties recently. We have 2 more coming in December and one more another one in January. So now's the time to book for that 2026 season because the summer is filling up because people want to be on our lakes.
Yes, they do. They want to come visit us.
Yeah.
Well, Christina, our time's almost up. Can you believe it?
Great.
And we didn't even cover, but that's why we've got our name and number, our email address. This is Christina's information. Please reach out to her if you're thinking of buying a short-term rental, vacation rental, kind of the same thing, making an investment, or just booking a stay. Give Christina a call. She'll take care of all your needs, and you'll be very pleased. She does a great job. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you for having me.
Being here.
Yes,
so that's it for our show today. Be sure and join us on December the 5th. And we'll be taking calls, and just contact us here at soldbykathymaimartin@gmail.com or message us on Facebook for all your real estate needs. Thank you for being here. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on the next episode, December the 5th.